So walking into this for me, I know that I, as a mother of 4, have a lot of insecurities. And walking into this, I think I wasn't sure how comfortable I would feel. Wearing certain outfits, certain poses, just, having somebody other than my husband of, many years seeing me. But it immediately, you put us at ease, you encouraged us, if something didn't look right in terms of a pose, there was quick direction of, oh, maybe try a hand on a, this way instead of this way, or lift a chin. And I didn't need to be a professional photographer to do that, or a professional model. I was guided in exactly how to look my best. And when we finally saw the photos, I was able to see that what I may have perceived as a flaw to myself, I was able to see didn't really matter, because we looked amazing together, and I could see how he sees me as beautiful. And it gave me a lot of confidence walking out of here. It was great.
That was probably the most awesome piece for me too, was being able to see her pictured in a way that reflected how I see her, and to have her be able to see herself the way that I see her. Because it's one thing to have your husband tell you that you look smoking hot, that you're a stone cold fox. But do you really believe it? Or do you feel like he says that because he loves me, or because he has to say that because he's my husband? But for her to be able to see empirical evidence, there it is, stone cold fox, right there in a picture. That was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I was surprised, genuinely surprised, at how uncomfortable I started to feel at first about like being unclothed and like my own body image. I think it's kind of a weird thing. We think of women as having body image issues, or having some feelings of being scared about those sorts of things. But I was surprised to have my own feelings of feeling like maybe my body didn't look that great, or I didn't feel like comfortable with my own body at first. And even I started to feel throughout the process. Mike was fantastic about like getting us in a spot where I started to feel comfortable. I was feeling connected with her, and it quickly became less about the photo shoot and getting pictures taken, and more about connecting. And I forgot about the fact that I might have been uncomfortable, and I became really comfortable because it just wasn't about that. It was about us. So those kind of uncomfortable pieces just fell away. So creating the artwork was actually really cool. Yes. We kind of hung around a little bit downstairs and decompressed after getting our photos taken, which was a nice time to just, again, connect on our own by ourselves, lounging while they were working on some of the things. There was a couple drinks around. We grabbed a couple drinks, some snacks, and just kind of
listened to music and
relaxed.
Talked about our experience. Like, it was a great one-on-one time of quietness with us.
And then we came upstairs. There's a little room upstairs, which is full of some incredibly sexy photos. So you're surrounded by really cool artwork.
Very inspiring artwork. It gives you an idea of the beauty that you can create on your own, the different options. And the room is very relaxing. There's soft lighting. There's snacks. There's some music. There's a great sofa. You can just kind of sit and relax. And then Mike walks in with the computer, and the projector is turned on, and it's showtime. And holy smokes, it was amazing.
It was pretty wild. Sitting in the room upstairs before you start the projector thing, you get to see some of the artwork on the walls and think, like, oh man, this is pretty amazing.
Well, every photographer puts their favorite shots on a wall, so you expect to see some great artwork, and then you see your own, and you're like, oh my goodness,
wait,
we're amazing.
That's actually going to be us. Like, we can really do some of these awesome things that we're seeing on the wall, which was really cool. Not going to lie, a couple of the pictures, I think we both kind of got teary.
Oh, yeah. There were some tears. It was amazing. It was
emotional.
Beautiful, and it was exciting, and you looked at these photos, and it was like, gosh, we're sexy.
Yeah.
We look amazing. We look beautiful. We look passionately in love. And you can see the fun. There's photos of us laughing. There's photos of us being incredibly intense and kissing. There's photos of him smacking my ass nice and hard. You know, there's photos of us wrapped up in a sheet and undressing, and the whole spectrum of us being close and connected to each other. And I saw us in a way that, I mean, we don't get to see each other being intimate with each other. That's not something, you know, you get to witness from a different advantage point, and getting to see it.
You don't get to be a fly on your own wall.
You don't. And getting to see the photos was just an amazing, moving experience. And I, you know, my blood was pumping and my pulse was racing, and it was amazing. And I could have sat here and looked at those photos all day long. Like, I want to go and look at them again now.
And let's just talk for a second about trying to come up with the couple of photos that are going to go on your wall or are going to go in an album. Or
you're going to want them all. Every single photo, you want them all.
Good luck. Because, Mike, I was having to say to myself over and again, like, damn you for taking so many fantastic pictures. Like, how is it possible that you took so many pictures? And I want all of them. I was like, hey, can we go ahead and put all 700 pictures up on our wall? Is that a thing we could do? So it was really tough to narrow down all those photos. But again, even in that process, I felt like there was a lot of help in guiding thematically. So the pictures were really presented us into a way
of telling a story.
Like, how do you tell it? So we could tell this story. We could tell this story. Where do you intend to go with this? Is this going to go on an album, like a book? Okay, cool. We'll take, and you can make whatever you want to out of this, and this is what an album might look like in a book. Or, hey, we're going to go, and we chose to do the wall art.
Yes.
Which is going to go above our bed, in our new bedroom, in a new home, which is really cool and exciting. And so, like, where's it going to go? Here's what this could look like. And thematically, so some of the pictures with the different sets downstairs had a really different look to them. Some were like really warm, some had some darkness to them, some had a little smokiness to them. And thematically tying those in a way that, like, visually told a story, and that it all kind of worked together and flowed together really nicely. Mike really did a fantastic job of guiding us through that process, so that what we had was a cohesive. A piece of art.
We have a beautiful piece of artwork that tells a story about us to hang over our bed, which is going to be an amazing thing to have for the rest of our lives.